An image, a statue, was the root cause of so much carnage here in peaceful downtown Charlottesville, Virginia. This now covered up image of Robert E. Lee, which represented a dark stain on American history, a stain of racism, bloodshed, rape, and many more injustices, caused two ideologies, white supremacy and equality, to violently war against each other for about 2 weeks. In the end, after much fighting and bloodshed and even death, this image will soon be taken down. But the issue still remains. Even though Robert's statue is covered up, soon to be torn down, the ideology that erected it still remains in the hearts of his followers. You see, God could care less about the statue and what it represents, but what he wants us to focus on, and what he focuses on right now, is the hearts of those who hold racism and white supremacy in their hearts. Yeah, I know. What we saw here in Charlottesville is nothing new under the sun. Now, there's a situation in the Bible that we constantly read about that deals with racism and the ideology of a general and his statue. This general and king was named Nebuchadnezzar. He was a king who saw other races as inferior to his own. A few years after his mission of conquering and enslaving other races, including the children of Israel, he erected a statue that represented who he was and how his kingdom, his race, was superior than all others, a statue of all gold. Now, instead of God rallying people to call for the destruction of the statue, he instead called for the people to reach the heart of this racist king. He sent to Nebuchadnezzar Daniel and the 3 Hebrew boys. It was the job of these young men to show the character of Jesus to Nebuchadnezzar in order to convert him. They did such a good job that when Nebuchadnezzar threw the 3 Hebrew boys into the fire, he saw a 4th man in there with them and recognized him as the Son of God. Now, Jesus was not to walk the earth for a couple of more centuries. So how could Nebuchadnezzar know that this was Jesus Christ, the Son of God? Well, it's all because he could see Jesus in Daniel and his friends. After that, Nebuchadnezzar called for his entire kingdom, which was then the then known world, to worship the God of the Hebrews only. And he destroyed his own image. You see, Nebuchadnezzar's racist heart was the main goal of God to convert. And with that, the statue and his ideology came down with it. As a Christian people, are we showing white supremacists the character of Jesus Christ? Is it our desire for their souls to be saved? Well, it's God's desire, right? It's God's desire, right? Or will we follow the example of James and John, who wanted to call down fire on the racists who would not let Jesus sleep in their town because he was a Jew? Of those Samaritans, Jesus rebuked his own disciples and said, "I came to save them, not destroy them." Do you have what it takes to show the love and character of Jesus Christ to hearts overrun by white supremacy? It's about heart conversion, not statue destruction. Showing the character of Jesus Christ to people who hate them is what we're going to teach our daughter. And I believe that's something that you guys, as Christians, should follow as well. As always, alter your minds, alter your futures. God bless you. Right? Alter your mind, alter your future. Say it, alter your mind, alter your future. Okay, a couple of months from now, you'll say it.